Mr. DeFazio for his opening statement.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Well, reflecting on the remarks of the ranking member on the subcommittee, I mean, this shows that the concern about safety and the extraordinary increase in fatalities year over year, largest single annual ever recorded since we started keeping these statistics. He mentioned the same things that I was going to talk about, the HSIP program, complete streets, the additional investments we're making. We are going to give states and localities tremendous flexibility in solving their problems. But let's be clear, this money needs to be invested to resolve these problems. I mean, for years, all we emphasized was fast throughput for cars and trucks. And you know, that ignored a lot of factors that were having to do with safety. And as congestion increased and number of cars increased on the roads, even that was problematic in terms of additional deaths. And then the large increase in pedestrian cycling deaths, that in part is what we're hoping to do with complete streets. We're kind of pathetic in terms of our world ranking, 64th in fatalities per capita on our roadways in America. You know, you're twice as likely to be killed on the road as in Canada, just over the border, 4 times more likely than in leading countries in Western Europe. So that says a lot about our road design and other issues that we have to deal with. And, you know, one size, as the ranking member noted, will not fit all, but we want everybody to identify these areas where they are experiencing high fatalities and use these federal funds to invest and fix it, get it done. So that's very, very key. The second thing I wanted to raise is another issue of safety, which doesn't quite fit into that category, and that is truck parking. The House version of the infrastructure bill included $1 billion for truck parking. There is an absolutely critical shortage of truck parking. And there were, over a 4-year period, we don't have, you know, a compilation comprehensively, but there were 2,300 crashes involving parked trucks, 138 fatalities, because the trucks are having to park on the roadside and in areas that are not, you know, designed for safe truck parking. You know, we're also having issues in work zones where we've seen a significant number of increases there. And these things have to be dealt with. But in terms of the truck parking, yesterday the ranking member, Sam Graves, joined me in a letter to the Secretary asking them to find a way to use some of their discretionary money, and they got out of the Senate drafted version of the bill a great deal of discretionary money for safe truck parking. You know, it's not only that they're parked unsafely, I mean, it discourages people from getting into the profession. It is very inefficient. If you have to plan, you know, and you're like, oh, I could drive another hour, but I don't think the next truck stop has any parking spaces for me, so I'm gonna have to stop early, or you get to that next one, and you're about to run out of time, and there's no place to park your truck. So you get 2 choices. You keep driving, violating hours of service, or you park unsafely. We've got to do something about this, and I hope that the administration will use the discretion they have to deal with that, in addition to all the other tools we're talking about here for the states and localities to reduce fatalities on the road. And with that, I yield back the balance of my time.